Welcome to another tournament for South Bristol Chess Team Arena. Tonight it's an open tournament.
10,
10
9,
minutes back to our
8,
normal way of
7,
playing
6,
just 6
5,
players.
4,
So let's
3,
see.
2,
Who am I
1.
playing now? John. Let's be sure. And hey, let's try an English opening. Why not? Okay, so he likes to play the opposite English. Let's see if my plan would be to attack on the king side, develop quickly. He's trying to play quickly. It's probably because I've berserked. Right, so let's consolidate the center. Let's see if he wants to take. My plan would be to push d3 and f4. Simple. No funny stuff. Alright, so I left a weakness on d4, but actually I can challenge it with both knights and the bishop. And while he's created a weakness, yep. So I'm actually going to try a reverse Dutch with a stone wall right now, but I have kept the f4 opportunity, which I'm going to do now. And that's actually before he castled, aiming to open the f-file and attack on the king side. Now ideally he should develop, okay, so that's actually going to advantage me because I'm pushing my pawns from the king side while his queen side still remains static. But let's see what's his plan. He should castle, and if he does, then I have a good chance to get rid of this knight, which could cause some problems. But then if he castles, that's quite a passive move. And probably if I would be black, I would probably try to push the pawns from the queen side. Okay, so he doesn't. I'm not sure about h6. This to me seems that he's weakened. Okay, but then I'm just going to push g and h pawns. Actually, I'm doing quite good on time. Okay, let's see. So let's create some weaknesses on black side. If he's pushing g6 again, there's a huge weakness on h6. If he wants to exchange the bishops, then he's going to lose his knight. So watch out, John. Yep. So the problem is that he's actually going to lose the knight. Yep. Right. So, I mean, he's got a pawn compensation, which I don't think that's great. It can't be great. Yep. Okay. So let's just hassle the queen. Okay. Now I can put a lot of pressure on the f7 pawn. Okay, let's just control the queen. Yep. So I'm not sure, can I do that? What's the purpose here? Let's see. Because where is the queen going? Right, so let's just destroy the king's defense. Open the queen. I mean, my queen is quite active here, and it's happy where it is right now. Yeah, I mean, the next step. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be, but it's checkmate next move. So watch out, John. Watch out for the rook to h3. You should probably push g6. Yep. Problem is that if I take, then I still am controlling your g7 escape square. I think that was a quick game. Checkmate. Good game, John. So I'm playing Ian. Let's go for the Dutch. Okay. So classical Dutch. Let's make sure that we can push everything. Okay. So he wants his knight over here. He has learned his tricks. Yeah, very tricky. Really tricky. Okay. So I think I can castle. Yeah. I think I can develop while I'm still waiting to see what's his next move. Okay. So now I should be able to push the bishop away. Okay. Yep. Because now I'm controlling the knight actually. And I can push g4. Let's see. I kind of have blocked. I kind of have blocked white's position. Okay. The idea is that I can push now and looks all right or not. Let's infiltrate my knight as well. I think this knight deserves to be, the queen deserves to be here in order for the rook to get away, because otherwise his knight goes there and the rook is quite blocked. Let's see what's he's up to. But I like the position. I like it a lot. Și că mi-a prins și altă lumină, da, la tine. Right, so the rook there, he's aiming to use the C file. Now, I have to say, until he's going to use the C file, I'm just going to attack this advanced pawn, which I think it's kind of a weakness. So what do you do? Takes. Okay, by then am I missing something, or he's just giving up the rook? So pawn up, takes. I don't think he has counterplay though. Don't know, let's see. So since okay, so he's sacrificed his rook for my knight. Now let's see what's his compensation. So reviewing it, I have a rook. I have a rook for a knight. Okay. I mean, since I have this situation, now I would most likely like to exchange the queen. Let's see what's the best way for doing that. Because I would still like to put a pressure on f2. Let's see. En. Tricky en. So that's a good move. The only problem is that the knight in the center is not going to be supported. I'm just curious to see what's his compensation, honestly. Okay. So I have just activated my rook now. Okay, so he wants to bring his rook on the d file, but I would probably just have to prevent that from happening. So let's try to push for a queen exchange, since I'm still in advantage. Okay, so that was a move, but then where do you go with your queen? This is your question. Oh, probably taking my rook. Right, so there is kind of a checkmate soon. Yeah, well done, Ian. Right, so I'm playing Richard. As usual, I think e4 should be alright. So he's playing the Sicilian. Let's go for a close Sicilian. Let's see what he's prepared. Right, so he's going for the fianchetto. It's double fianchetto. Mirror fianchetto. Perfect. Knight f6. Preventing knight to g4, that can be quite messy. Expecting a castle. No, he doesn't. Fine, so is this what Richard is telling me, that he's going to castle on the queen side? Let's see. I mean, the idea is pushing h4. You could. He can be. Okay. Let's see how bold Richard is. Right, so I'm just going to challenge your knight. Yeah. Perfect. So I'm expecting knight to take. Yeah. And then castle. I'm expecting queen to d7 or c4. Yeah, so queen to d7. I'm just going to defend, push f4 at some point. Yeah. So since he's allowing me to push, I'm going. That's what I'm going to do. The bishop is not well placed. I would rather have my knight over there, so I'm just going to move around. Okay. Right. Okay. Perfect. So having my knight in the center, controlling both central squares, d5 and f5, that's quite good. And now I can trap the bishop if he's not paying attention. Yeah, I can still trap the bishop. So watch out, Richard. Your bishop is going to be trapped soon. It's quite interesting. He castled, but then his rook is back to his normal position. So what's this? I think he's giving me the bishop though. Hmm. Though Ian has given me a rook, and I still was very generous to give the rook back plus a bishop. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm not sure what's his plan, because he's just sacrificed the knight and the bishop is still trapped. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry, Richard, but don't think this is your game. Okay, so let's get rid of the bishop now. I think my next move, yeah, I'm just going to aim to exchange queens and then get rid of this bishop, the pawn. Okay. Yep. So how is this working? Takes, mate there. I can exchange. Takes. Yeah, I should probably okay, fine. So while I was contemplating about the position and trying to exchange pieces, he resigned. That's a good outcome. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so I'm playing John. It seems like uh, actually my opponent this night. So playing a French. Let's see if he wants to accept the French. Yeah, so he actually let's go to the fancy uh, Whitwacker variant. Okay, so let's push c5. I'm expecting a3. Yeah, right. So in this case, then I am happy to concentrate my attack on the queen side, since there are a few weaknesses which I have to take advantage. That's not possible. White should be aware that he can bring his queen. Yeah, so that's a good move. But then opening the center while your king is still the center is not a good idea. What I would suggest, John, is try to castle first. Yep, because now I have my knight in the center as well. Okay, and you have a few weaknesses. Let's see what's your plan. But if I were you, I would try to castle first, because you don't want me to attack while your king is still in the center. If you can block the position, that would be ideal. But I'm afraid I can't see how you can block it. White problem is that there are lots of weaknesses right now. You've got 4 pawns who are not going to be connected exactly. Wow. Right, so if you really want to move it, I'm happy to attack. I think he wanted to, yeah, definitely. He was cheeky to try to put his queen to d6. Perfect. Let's see. Okay. So d5 is attacked right now, and I think now his bishop is attacked. Okay. Right, so Again, there are a lot of weaknesses, that's why I'm going to concentrate my game. So one pawn is down. Let's see what's happening with the second pawn. Now he has to pay attention because those bishops are a very good target for my queen, and they definitely can't defend between themselves. So, John, just take care of your bishops. I mean, I would probably suggest exchanging the white square bishop for my knight, and then you can move your black square bishop. The thing is that, okay. I have to say I would probably just develop, honestly. Because now I have connected my rooks, and my bishop is going to go to c6, having a good view of the diagonal, and basically transforming a bad bishop to a good bishop. And I like my knights. Hope they can be activated and do some trouble. I should probably pay more attention. Trying to. There are a few weaknesses. Now, this black square bishop is actually blocked by your own pawn, which transforms it into a bad bishop. And yes, can I do anything right now? So takes. No, I'm going to lose a pawn. Okay, so that's. So takes. Am I winning? Yeah, I think I'm winning a pawn. How are you controlling? Let's go. I think I'm just going to follow my intuition. Because this should work. Okay. Yeah, I think it does. There is no counter attack from white. It's Judge John being generous. Well, I believe in taking back what I gave to others. Yeah, so 2 pawns up. Life's good. I mean, the queen on the H file doesn't sound right. So let's just pay a bit of attention, trying to move quickly. Okay. That's a good move. Can I move here? Yeah, I think I can. Let's see. I have to probably concentrate more because I'm down on time. This rook is pinned. The rook is pinned as well. Bishops are not protected. And he's just made loads of weaknesses on the king side. I'm curious if I'm thinking queen there. Right, so if he has exchanged, then that's good. Since his rook is pinned, wow. Oh, John, you are so generous. The second rook, and two more breaches are going to drop. Next thing is checkmate. Yeah, well done, John. Okay, so leading with 8 points. Hey, playing Tony. Right, Tony. So let's play nice, no berserk. Let's see how can I catch you. Oh, another Sicilian. Let's see if you have prepared your close Sicilian response. Let's see, what do you go for? Do you go for a fianchetto? Okay, so you haven't decided yet. Still waiting. So fianchetto or bishop to e7? Yeah, so bishop to e7. Fine. That's good. Oh, really? Wow. Tony, you are surprising me with the... Okay. Interesting way of developing. Ideally, if you fianchetto, you should probably push e5, but yeah, not you. Alright, so that's the problem, because now I can exchange your good bishop. And the problem is that in this variant, your black square bishop is your best piece to defend the king, and since I'm able to exchange it, okay, yeah, so that's possible, but still, I can easily play now. Alright, I think what you can do, you can push f5 and maybe block the position. Maybe. Okay. So my plan is to attack on the king side, bring my yeah, knight from c3 to e3, push c2, push the knight back. Yeah, perfect. And that at some point push f5. Simple. I might actually sacrifice my rook if he's bringing his knight to f5. Okay. Yeah, so he has done that. Now it's all about opening his king position. Still waiting. Right, so let's double the rooks. Okay. Okay. So I mean, I'm happy with this one. He's going to push all of his pieces, but then he's just weakened his black square diagonal. Perfect. Okay. I'm still waiting to see what's his continuation because he brought his knight to d4, which can lead to a potential attack, but then his rooks are not connected. His king is going to be exposed soon. Let's see, Tony, what's your plan? My plan is to push h4, h5, and then get my rooks on the either g or h file. If the f file is going to open, I'm going to keep my rooks there. Right. It's usually in this variant that black opens the queen side, doesn't block it. For me, I'm happy that you've blocked the position because you've blocked the side that you should attack on. Okay. I think you are just giving me a pawn, Tony. Okay. Well, if you want to give me the rook, I'm happy to take the rook then. Yep. Takes. Takes. Let's. No, I don't want to leave. Okay. The question is, can I push now? Because this looks really good. Since I can easily bring my rook to the h file, and that's the whole plan. Okay, fine. So I think this is just losing, or at least my life is quite good. So check, up, check, takes, check, back. Yeah, I think this looks good. I can't complain. Check. Okay, let's block the queen side, the king side, and yeah, I think this should be all right. I think this is winning. His bishop is trapped. Yep. So takes, check, moving up, and then moving there. Yeah. Perfect. Now this time I calculated, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay. So I think this should work. Doesn't have any checks. The queen is controlled. Yeah. Okay. That's a good move. Wow, so he's going for a draw. Yeah. The thing is that he's got loads of weaknesses, and it's going to be quite difficult to protect all of his pawns. Let's see what's the best way to not get my king trapped. So takes. Okay. Can I push? Yeah, I think I can. Let's go here. Then let's go here. Okay. Pushing up. Yeah, it's still tricky, I have to say. He managed to balance the position. Okay, so let's push up. I think if you had Tony, if you had pushed d4, that would have been a draw. Since I can't get my king in your side, but now I'm entering with a king. Okay. Yep. I'm expecting. Yep. King up. All right. Did I just messed it up? Thanks. What up? Okay. That's bad. Alright, so playing John again. D4. Let's go with the Dutch then. Let's see what's your preparation. We've tried the French. We've tried. We are trying the Dutch now. Okay. Right. So basically trying to push f5 at some point. Okay. Moving up. If it's going to be, yeah, the knight usually goes to e5, but before the bishop is to f5. Now let's see what's his plan. Okay. So I'm going to push g4 soon, g5 soon. Yep. And it's usually white opens the c file rather than block it, so that he has counterattack on the queen side. But John, take your time, you've got plenty of time. And at least I can think on your time. So thanks, pushes up. Or this one goes down, pushing up. Let's see. This I'm expecting, yes. You to take. I think if I take now, let's take this one. I think this is much easier to defend. And yeah, at some point I'll probably want to get rid of the e6 pawn. Okay. So now let's push the bishop back. Okay. And then I'm aiming to push e5, which this is the whole plan in Dutch. Once I'm able to push e5, then I'm in a better position to attack. Okay. Now, pushing your pawns in front of your king, it's not a good idea, because you need them to protect your king, I thought. Okay. And now my aim is to push h4. Hopefully he's going to push h3, exchange, and get my rook on the h file. Right, so not much thinking. Interesting. Now you're losing a pawn. Wow. So what is this? You're still losing a pawn. don't know. Let's find out. Exactly. So I'm one pawn up. Can I do some damage here? So takes, moving up. Let's push first there, and then hopefully I can take with check. I'm expecting h3. No, okay, but that's going to be a forced checkmate soon. It's probably checkmate in 6 or 7. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it can be 7 because you can sacrifice your queen, though it's not going to help with the position. Yeah, so that's a good move. I'm so takes, check, takes, check, check. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be checkmate in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay. My score against John is 6-1. All right. So waiting. Yeah, perfect. Good game, John. Oh, so I'm playing Gareth. Let's play Gareth. Let's get the Dutch. We've seen the variant that he likes to play. So I've messed it the last time, but I've learned to push d4 early. So pushing d5 early, sorry, just prevents e4, which gives me more time to maneuver my bishops and my queen. Okay. But the plan remains the same. At some point, pushing f5, f4. Maybe now? Yes. Okay. Perfect. So he's blocking his bishop, and my next move is going to develop my bishop, my knight. Yeah. Just waiting to see if he has moved anything, but no, not really. So aiming to push a4 if he allows me to. No, he hasn't. Okay. Now let's kind of protect. Yeah. It's quite tricky to attack. Okay. Takes. Yep. Okay. So the bishop can be dangerous, that's why I've got rid of it. Okay. I mean, and the next thing it would be to get rid of the rook and his bishop. Right, let's see. That's a good move. But then, how are you going to keep your bishop there? That's the question. Okay. So might need to counterattack. Let's see if he wants to take or move back. Fine, so he has moved back. Now I have a escape square for my knight. Or if he wants to exchange the... Yeah, he does. Fine, so let's do that. Yeah. Oh, he's full of exchanges tonight, Gareth. I have come out a pawn down from the exchange, but I control the files. And I think his knight is quite overworked. Let's see. Okay, so he took. But now, let's see what is he up to. So takes, check, check. Oh. Yeah, I'll probably want to exchange my pieces here. Yep. He's got the pawn in the center, a passed pawn, which can be tricky to be stopped in advancing. So now, let's see what his continuation. Okay, so he wants to go there. Let's go up. Oh, he took it. Excellent. Wow, I'm impressed. Check, check. Can we take there? Yes. Oh, I would say yes. Check. Not really sure. Let's go. So let's see. Takes. Because he wants to take with the king and then check mate, I think. Let's see. Let's just make sure that I'm not being checkmated. Okay. Moving up. Okay. Yep. Well done. Tonight is up and down. Yes, playing Tony. Right. Let's Zerk and then let's play d4. Why not? Tony, you wanted me to try something new? Well, here you go. d4. So let's go for how can I convert this position? Can I convert e4, then e5? Yes, let's do that. Okay. Yep. Yep. Perfect. All right. So I'm playing London with a type of stone wall defense, but the difference is that I actually developed my bad bishop in front of my pawns. Okay. And the knights are going to go behind the bishops and he aims to push h4 and g4. I still haven't castle because I'm thinking, where should I castle? So I'm thinking, let's push, and then let's make sure that he can't push e4, and he's going to keep we're going to keep e6 as a weakness. Yep. Perfect. His bishop, it's very bold to come over there. Perfect. So let's get rid of the bishop. Okay. And I'm just going to push g4. Yep. Perfect. And now I know his knight is going to stay in e5, but that can be challenged easily. That's not a problem. The whole idea is how can I get my knight to e5? it should be here. So knight back up and there. Excellent. This looks really good, I have to say. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Hmm. And my aim is to bring my knight there. This is a very good place for my knight. Okay. Right. So the fact that he has pushed g6 is perfect. I don't have to stress myself now. This looks really good, I have to say. And especially now that I can bring and I can double my rooks. Okay. I think this is slightly precautious. Yep. Yep. Okay. So let's double my rooks. Excellent. Right, so if he's going to take the pawn at h5, I just need to calculate to make sure that he doesn't have any kind of combination, because I think there's a tactic to fork my king and my queen. Wow, he didn't. Okay, I'm impressed. So takes, takes, takes. Yeah, let's go. I think this looks good. Yep. So king up. Okay. And then queen up. Yep. And my plan is to enter the queen. Enter with the queen on the king side, on the queen side. So how is he stopping this one? Yep. Oh no. Okay. So takes. This can get really messy. So let's take first. The question is how, with what piece is it going to take? That's what I'm waiting for. With the king or with the rook? Okay, so with the king. I think this looks good. I should probably be slightly careful. Because now, where is he going to push, up or down? Yeah, so I should probably. It's got a good entrance, that queen. Okay, so let's push up. Mm. Pushing back. It can get tricky. Okay. Pushing up. Okay. Up here. To miss the question, where are you going to move your queen? Because now you are prone to a check. Yes, exactly there. So let's find a way. There is no move there though. Okay, so let's try to push there. Yes, takes. Check up. That does not work. Up. Okay. Yeah. So we're down on time, and I'm not playing with the mouse as well. Okay. Wow, I think you could have won there. You could have won there. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm playing again. Let's play Dutch. I think this is going to be the last game. So playing Dutch. Okay. Let's see the variant for Ian. Okay, so he goes with the bishop there, fine. Then I'm probably going to wait and see where he's going to develop the knight, because he was tricky the last time. Yeah, exactly. Right now, don't need to push d5. I can push e3, d6, so that I can push e5, since his knight can't go to f3. Okay, fine. So let's push e5. Let's exchange the pawns. Yep. The show is going to want to exchange the queen. Yep. But the problem is that this knight is not going to do a lot. Let's see if we can have a strategical game with some tactics. So moving back. Perfect. Let's restrict the knight's movement. Though saying that, I've just realized there are only 10 minutes left in the tournament. Therefore, I'm probably going to castle. Yeah. Manually. Okay. Perfect. So despite me moving my king twice, white doesn't have a good attack. Yep. So let's push the knight away, and then just going to develop my bishop. I'm expecting knight f3. Yep. As expected. I have to say I'm going to develop my knight and probably bring my rooks in the center. I think I'm happy with that. Because I know the knight is going to come to g6, but then even if it does come there, then I'm still going to connect my rooks and then keep control of the E and D file. Push up. I thought he wanted to bring his rook there, but he doesn't, which is fine. Fine by me. Okay, let's get rid of this pawn. Perfect. Marvelous. Okay. All right. Now I can't say that I like the position. because I do. When eyes are in the center, let's see if I can challenge this one. But in fairness, let's play methodically. Let's get control of the open files. First of all, okay. Let's just control the squares. Can I move here? Push up. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now let's try to get rid of the pawns, because this can be quite tricky. Yep. Question is, where is this knight going though? Okay. Perfect. So that's done. Now let's aim to push and just grab a few exchanges. And also prevent white from pushing f4. All right. So the question is, can I push now? I think I can. Because that goes there. And I can push the pawn. Yep. And I can push up. I think this looks well. May need to move my king just because it's a good the square, the e6 square, it's a good position. Takes. Can I push? Up, up. Okay. I just wanted to get rid of the pin. Yep. So pushing up and still maintaining a higher position in order to double my rooks. Okay. Right. So I've got the connection. This looks juicy, like the position. So Pushing up. Can I do that? Yep. Let's see. Okay, so that's good. I have got rid of the pin, which is brilliant. I'm thinking. So takes. Yeah, let's push back. Okay, perfect. So where do I move my king? Moving up. I'm pretty sure he's losing something here. It's quite difficult to protect. I think the bishop is overworked right now. He's just lost the bishop, the knight. Yep, I'm up in material. Excellent. And his bishop is trapped. Right, so this looks good. This looks really good. Okay. Now let's take down the bishop. And we'll probably just need to return on the king side to protect the pawns. And make sure that his king can't enter the bear's lair. Okay. Yep. And I have pass pawn. Okay. Right, so let's try to prevent any kind of weird exchanges. Okay. We need to bring my king as well. Perfect. Right. This is going to be just a converting an advantage. Okay. Yep. And pushing the kings away. Perfect. Yay! Got a win against the end. Excellent. So this was the free no thematic South Bristol Chess Arena. Thank you for joining in. Please like and subscribe my Nation Game YouTube channel and streaming live on Twitch as well. See you next time. Cheers!